For years, Samsung has followed a dual flagship launch strategy. The Galaxy S series is revealed early in the year, whereas the Note sees the light of day in the second half of the year. But 2021 is different. Samsung said they are not going to launch the Galaxy Note 21 this year. Instead, they'll skip it entirely and launch the Galaxy Note 22 next year. They gave two reasons for that. First is they couldn't separate the Galaxy Note 21 Ultra from the S21 Ultra. Second, Samsung said there's a global chip shortage and it's hard to make phones because of that, and that's why they won't launch the Galaxy Note 21. But it felt like a flawed explanation, especially the chip shortage part, because none of other Samsung flagships are getting affected by it. Samsung sells around 10 million Galaxy Notes per year, and that number has reduced recently ever since the prices went insane. So for a company that sells over 300 million smartphones each year, it shouldn't be hard to arrange around 5 to 7 million chips for the Note 21. Plus, the Note 21 was expected to launch in August anyway. By that time, the global shortage of chips was expected to ease, which in fact is happening. So it felt like Samsung doesn't want to tell the exact reason why they first decided to discontinue the Note, but now bringing it back next year. Well, it seems we finally get to know that, and it's because their experiment with the Galaxy S21 Ultra failed. Despite the S21 Ultra getting another useful feature of the Note, that's compatibility with the S Pen, the Note users didn't migrate to the S series. And I think there's a simple explanation for that. You see, the Note users buy a Note phone for two reasons. First, for the S Pen that has a dedicated slot in the phone itself, and second, for its signature square design. The S21 Ultra has neither of those, so no wonder why the handset failed to attract the loyal Note fan base. Interestingly though, the S21 lineup was actually doing much better in terms of sales in the first month of its release, but it seems the sale went downhill ever since. Anyway, I'm actually happy that the phone didn't do well, because as a result, the Note is coming back. Just like the S22, the Galaxy Note 22 will come in two variants, Exynos and Snapdragon. We've been talking about Exynos and AMD for a while now, but today we have information about the next flagship Snapdragon chip, the Snapdragon 895. Evan Blass has shared the specifications of the new chipset. There are two things to note here. First, the chipset will be made on a 4nm process, and TSMC will make it for Qualcomm. The current chipset is built on a 5nm process made by Samsung. Second, the GPU front is set to be upgraded from the Adreno 660 to the Adreno 730. Part names don't really give you much info, but the fact that Qualcomm is jumping from 600 to 700 series could be an indication that they have made some significant improvement to the GPU to take on Samsung and AMD. It also mentions that just like Samsung, Qualcomm's new chip will be based on ARM's V9 architecture that gives a massive 30% improvement over the current chipsets. Other things mentioned here don't really mean much, as they're just part names that don't give any info. But it will be interesting to see whether or not Samsung also adopts 4nm tech for the Exynos or sticks to the 5nm. In any case, the Galaxy S22 and the Galaxy Note 22 next year will see some big performance gains both in CPU and GPU. First, do consider subscribing for all the latest tech news, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.